Today I've got an interesting one for you because this will be the first GTA 6 mystery iceberg video on YouTube. So you might be wondering, how is this possible? Well, we do actually know quite a few mysteries that will be in the game. We know this because of the 2022 leaks when 90 different files were leaked of GTA 6. These 90 files were combined into a GTA 6 document, and that's where I got my information. Now, I went through this entire document and noted down the things that I believe will be mysteries or myths in GTA 6. And by this I mean mysterious things that will last in the game for years, like the ghost dog in GTA 5, the Mount Chiliad mystery, the Howling Tunnel, all of those type of things. Now on the screen you can see the iceberg I created, and these are all the things I'll be going over in this video. Now obviously there's not a huge amount of things in this iceberg because the game isn't out yet. But despite that, I did manage to find some cool things, and the further down the iceberg we go, the darker and more disturbing it gets. Starting off with the Mineshaft. Now this is in the document under interesting events. So we will be able to enter this mineshaft like we can in GTA 5. Now interesting events means that something is going to be happening inside this mineshaft to make us go in there. Now this is at the top of the iceberg because it has the potential to be really creepy, but it also has the potential to be nothing. Think about it, you could either hear screams as you drive by the mineshaft that would make you go inside, or it could be some biker gang related thing that we saw in GTA Online. Rockstar did eventually add a mineshaft murder mystery into story mode in GTA 5. Honestly, we could end up seeing this from launch in GTA 6. Next on the list we have the Dancer mystery. Now this has multiple file names, one is Dancer Mystery and one is Dancer Mystery Stalker. Now this is on top of the iceberg because it sounds to me like a set of Strangers and Freaks missions. Almost as if we meet this dancer and then it's revealed later that she has her own stalker. It has the potential to be creepy, but that is all we know as of yet. Now moving down the iceberg we have cell tower calls. Now this reminds me a lot of the stuff we got in GTA 5. Sometimes while driving around in Trevor's truck, his scanner will pick up voices, recorded calls either from the military, other truckers, or even the altruist camp. Now at the dead of night, some of these voices randomly appearing was pretty creepy, so they do have the potential to make this creepy in GTA 6. There was also a bunch of Morse code that would play at these cell towers, and this was also the altruist camp. And yeah, Cannibal Camp playing Morse code was pretty dark. Next we have missing tourists. Now this is an interesting one. So it seems like there's going to be posters around the world of missing people, and we'll actually be able to find these people. Now we already have some of the locations, like the cave victims location, that is multiple people that can be found in a cave. This could likely be related to some kind of animal or even a mythical animal like Bigfoot, but obviously there has to be a good reason why multiple bodies can be found in a cave. Next we have junkyard victim location, submerged car victim, trailer victim, and trophy room. Now obviously some of these missing people we can find have died by mistake, like submerged car victim. That sounds like it could have just been an accident. But the one that catches my eye is trophy room, because this could be related to a serial killer. I think it's obvious by now that GTA 6 will have a serial killer. GTA 4 and GTA 5 both had one, and people loved it. Many serial killers have been known to have trophy rooms where they keep something memorable from their victims. So we could simply stumble across this trophy room out in the open world, or it could be unrelated to a serial killer, it could literally just be a trophy room. But as we're talking about missing people, I highly doubt that. Now we're going deeper down into the iceberg. The Skunk Cave. Now this will be GTA 6's version of the Bigfoot. The Skunk Cave is a real-life mythical creature that many people in Florida claim actually exists. Now it's called the Skunk Cave because it's an ape-like creature that lives in the Everglades. There have been so many sightings of the skunk ape that they actually believe that 9 skunk apes live in the Everglades as we speak, and we already know that the Everglades will be in GTA 6 from the first trailer. In Florida they actually have a building called the Skunk Ape Research Headquarters, so I wouldn't be surprised if we also see a building like this in GTA 6 too. So it will be some kind of mystery hunt like we had in GTA 5 for the Bigfoot. Next we have a file named UFO. Now there isn't much to say about this apart from the fact that UFOs are now confirmed in GTA 6. We can only assume that UFOs will appear in certain times at certain places around the map. UFOs and aliens are likely also tied to Cal Hampton, a strange character in GTA 6 that seems to reprise the role of Ron, Omega, or even Lester, the conspiracy theorist. Moving down even further we have the Haunted Warehouse. Now this could be nothing more than a Halloween type haunted warehouse, but I don't think that's the case. This is the first and only leaked file we've seen related to ghosts, so I would say that this is an actual ghost inside a warehouse. There was literally a ghost in GTA 5, so GTA 6 is going to have at least one ghost. And I'm sure it will be interactive unlike the last ghost. It won't be a sheet of paper, it will probably do things like knock things off of shelves in the warehouse. Next we have something called the Lighthouse Mystery. Now I think I already know what this is going to be, and if I'm right, it's going to be pretty cool. If you don't already know, Florida is home to the most haunted lighthouse in the entire world. It's called the St. Augustine Lighthouse, and it has many ghost stories. And the most well-known one is seeing a girl at the top of the lighthouse looking down. This is the ghost of a former lighthouse keeper who lost her husband after he fell from the lighthouse. So the chances are with the Lighthouse Mystery we'll be able to see a figure on the top of the lighthouse from a distance. That's what I'm willing to bet the Lighthouse Mystery actually is. Now we're getting down into seriously weird territory. Voice in the storm drain. Now this is an obvious reference to the clown from the movie It. The most popular and creepiest scene of that movie was when the clown spoke to a kid through the storm drain. He led him closer and closer and then ripped off his arm. So chances are there's going to be a specific storm drain where we can encounter Pennywise, or at least some type of clown that grabs our attention as we drive by. It was a very popular movie at its time, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing a reference to this in GTA 6. Next we have Cal Hampton's tattoos. Now this actually isn't from the leaks, this is just something I noticed from the GTA 6 artwork. Now I mentioned earlier that Cal is the conspiracy theory guy of GTA 6, and his tattoos do not disappoint. There are many things on here that could lead into actual in-game mysteries. Now the best two examples on Cal is the Loch Ness Monster and an alien pulling off a human face. These are both two very big conspiracy theories in real life, and we've already seen the Loch Ness Monster in GTA 5. So there's a high chance that the Loch Ness Monster will return in GTA 6, and aliens wearing human faces should be something to look out for. Now we're moving down to the bottom of the iceberg, the darkest and creepiest ones in my opinion. Creepier than a voice coming out of a storm drain. Forest figure. Now that sounds scary, but let's break this down for a second. So there's obviously a forest in GTA 6 where a figure of a man appears in the distance. Now I say a man because this wouldn't be Bigfoot, that would defeat the entire point of the Skunk Cave. So it's obviously some type of strange man, or even the strange man. But think of all of the urban legends that this could be: the Goat Man, Mothman, Skinwalkers, Chupacabra, or even Slender Man. Okay, I doubt it will be the Chupacabra, but let's look at the other ones like the Goat Man. The Goat Man was a pretty big myth in GTA 5, he wasn't in the game obviously, but Rockstar knew about that myth. It's heavily tied to panic in the woods, which is where you think you're being followed and you get extremely scared. So that would match somewhat well with a dark figure being visible in the woods. It could also be Slenderman. There were also rumors that this was in GTA 5, as in 2012 Slenderman was very popular. Obviously once again he wasn't in GTA 5, but it would be pretty scary if they did it right in GTA 6. You know, he has no face and he's tall. This specific file doesn't mention how big the forest figure is, and to be honest it doesn't even say it's a human figure. So the chances of this being Slenderman could be pretty high. And lastly on my iceberg we have Farm Monster Man. Now this is a weird one, okay, because there are multiple file names called Farm Monster Man First Visit, Farm Monster Man Chemicals Request, Farm Monster Man Chemicals Delivery, Farm Monster Man Transform. Now once again this could be a few things. It could be Ratman. I noticed the file name is directly under another file name called Rat Infestation, so it could be related to Ratman, which would be another famous myth that comes from GTA 5, but it could also be the Man Thing from Marvel. And yeah, it's quite literally called the Man Thing. The Man Thing is a large, slow-moving humanoid swamp monster that lives in the Florida Everglades. Specifically near a town, but the word monster isn't very helpful. That's all we have on that. So that's it. That is the first ever GTA 6 Mystery Iceberg complete. Now obviously this isn't all the mysteries that's going to be in the game. There's going to be hundreds of mysteries in that game. But these are all of the confirmed mystery titles we got from the 2022 leaks. These are also the ones that I picked out specifically because I think these will be the ones that last us quite a while. They'll likely be in Iceberg videos for years to come. But if you did enjoy this video, drop a like. You should also drop a like because this is the first Iceberg video on the platform regarding GTA 6 mysteries. Subscribe if you're new because I'll be doing more of these in the future, and have a good day.